Alright, what's going on, everybody? Episode 83. Holy fuck. 17 more to go after this one. We're at 100. Holy shit. Alright, so here's the thing. Lately, I've been just starting the show with absolutely zero idea what I'm going to talk about, and I don't even give myself to think about what I'm going to talk about. I just click record and figure it out along the way. And I haven't been doing that for any specific reason, but the more that I do it, the more I realize that I'm actually able to think of something on the fly and talk about it. So that's kind of a skill, I guess, that I have been developing, which is kind of cool. I can just pop something up and start talking about it, so that's cool. Am I super good at it? No, but it is some progress, so that's really sweet. But I'm already behind schedule today. I have executed on 0 of my power list tasks because I had a very great conversation, a very positive vent session with my family today. It was great. So we just got talking about all the things that I feel, all the things that are going through my head, everything that, my goals, stuff like that. Some of them anyway. And I was able to just speak in confidence, knowing that what I was saying was being received the way that I wanted it to be received. I wasn't seen as any other way than just Bryson, and it was a great feeling. And what I mean is, in previous episodes I've talked about how I'm kind of insecure and embarrassed to talk about just my ideas and goals. I don't want to be that guy that's like, yeah, man, I take ice baths in the morning, and then I run, and then I work on my business, and then I don't like friends and family because it's work. I don't want to come across as that guy. I don't know. Even though I guess I am that guy, literally, that's what I'm doing. But I don't know. It just makes you feel a little bit. I keep saying the word pretentious, but that really is how I feel. People ask me certain things, and I shy away from answering. If I guess truthfully. So people ask me like what I did over the weekend or how was my New Year's, whatever. I've already talked about this, but instead of saying, "Oh, it was great," I went to bed early, woke up, went for a run, came back, started working on my power list. Instead of saying that, I'm just like, "Oh, it was great. Now yours," because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want that attention. I don't want people to think I'm trying to be Mr. Tough Guy or whatever. But I don't know. I was talking to my uncle about a lot of what's going on in my head. Yeah, it wasn't really the intent. We just kind of got brought up in conversation. And he told me to just own it. Just, that's me. Just be me. Just own it. And so I've been thinking about that. Maybe I just need to start. People ask me how my weekend was. It's great, dude. I got a lot of shit done and did this, recorded a couple podcasts. Worked on pamphlets or whatever the fuck, Maybe I just need to own that shit, dude. Stop being so insecure about that. But yeah, we talked a lot about that. It was great. Kind of shared a little bit of my timeline of where I expect to be in so many days. And yeah, I'm just excited. So there's that. So I ordered samples the other day, right? And it's been a pretty cool experience so far. Nothing crazy's happened by any means, but they did send me an email and they said, let me pull it up and read it to you guys. So let's see. So we got some feedback. So my one of my lead developing, so my brand developer says, "Hi Bryson, I received feedback from the lab regarding your sample. They had to make some adjustments to the ingredients. Please see below." And the person from the lab said, "I'm reducing the Theacrine, however you want to pronounce it, to 50 milligrams. It is very bitter and will ruin the flavor of the formula. We never dose it higher than 50 milligrams for flavoring purposes." Which kind of sucks, because the Theacrine, whatever, is in higher amounts, gives energy and reduces drowsiness and sleepiness, but lower amounts, and I did some further research on that, seems like studies show anything less than 50 grams, it has the exact opposite effect. And apparently it's a biphasic ingredient, depending on the dosage, which that, I guess that means. So biphasic means, depending on the dosage, it can have one result or a completely opposite result. And there goes my phone. And so there's still 50 milligrams in there. So I said, "Hey, is there any workaround?" And they said, "No, we'll just have to lower the dosage." And I said, "Oh, that's unfortunate. But anyway, how does it taste now?" And they said, before that I said, Let's see, what did she say? She said, I tasted the product myself and it didn't taste good at all, no matter what they need added to mask the flavors. That's why we never use more than 50 milligrams. I didn't notice the dosage when we did the quote, otherwise I would have let you know. So I guess that's their bad. They could have noticed that and said something, because obviously I'm learning a lot right now. Didn't know that Theacrine, however you pronounce it. Let's look it up real quick so we can stop sounding like a dummy. Let's see. Nope.
Theacrine.
So Theacrine, that's the actual ingredient, and then Theacrine.
Theacrine.
So Theacrine. Well, learn something new every day, huh? Yeah, so she said that, okay, so let me go down here. So I said, okay, that's unfortunate. Thanks for letting me know. How is it tasting otherwise now? And then they, just exit out of the whole thing. And then they said, the taste was a lot better once we made the reduction. Either way, you have 2 free revisions if you don't like the taste or want to make further adjustments to the flavor. So hell yeah. Just says, thanks, awesome, thanks for letting me know. So the fact that even happened today was cool. Thinking that I was at work and I had to step outside to take care of business, dude, that's a pretty cool feeling. I didn't have to step outside for shit. It was an email that I could have typed in 3 seconds, but got caught being on my phone recently, so don't want to push that envelope any further because, you know, it's just so stupid, man. Every time shit like that happens where I'm late a second or catch me on my phone or whatever, it just makes me want to work 10 times harder, get the fuck out of there sooner than later, and start doing this full time so I don't have to worry about being quote unquote late or being on my phone, whatever, you know. And holy fuck. So I'm really excited to reach that point, whenever that point may be. Whether it's a year or 5 years or who knows, you know, for 6 months, who knows? So I'm looking forward to that day because goddamn, dude, I can't handle that shit. Because it's a whole lot of double standard, sometimes rules, you know. Something will be going on, or I'll be on my phone, and that's the end of the world. But people are playing football, fucking things across the whole floor, and that's not a problem, you know. Oh boy, so, but it's all good. I'm grateful for a job. I'm grateful for all the perks and benefits and everything that comes with it, because it's awesome right now. So got to be grateful for it, man. But anyway, so got the samples ordered, got them keeping me in the loop with everything. They're letting me know how it tastes, how everything's going, and I appreciate that, dude. You know, I'm being kept in the loop with how my product is going, how the development of my idea, my formula, my first everything is going. That's cool, and I appreciate that. It's a great green flag, in my opinion. So pretty sweet being kept in the loop. It gets me excited for what's to come. You know, we're gonna get the product here in, she said 8 to 12 business days. 10 to 12 business days, I believe. Let's double check. Standard lead time for orders is 10 to 12 business days. So yeah, I already talked about that actually. So 10 to 12 business days from a couple days ago puts us end of next week, early the week of the 22nd. So we might be completing 100 episodes by the time we get our products. So that's pretty exciting, dude. A lot of cool things are coming to a close here. And let me clear out these notifications here. Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, so 6:28 p.m. here, and I gotta go to bed here in 2 minutes. That's when I'm gonna get ready for bed. Dude, today has been, oh my lord, I'm just so tired. I'm just so gassed. You know, I think it's just from waking up early, and I don't know exactly what it is, because work for damn sure is not exhausting. But I guess waking up early, maybe that's wearing on me. Maybe I just need to sleep more. So I don't know, because yesterday I don't think I went to sleep for the night until 8:30, just because I woke up. Felt like I slept a whole night, but I only slept 30 minutes. I had to wake up and piss and then go back to bed. But it was weird. So also woke up feeling extremely refreshed, but then the sleepiness quickly set in, and so I don't know, dude. But I'll tell you what, those ice baths in the morning within an hour of waking with no exercise or nothing to warm me up, all I do is read, write my gratitudes, and then stretch for 10 minutes. That's all I do before I hop in the ice bath. That is rough, and the ice bath is 10 times harder, but, I'm glad. Part of me is thankful that it's harder because it's making me better, so, yeah. So anyway, and I don't know if you can tell between the last 2 episodes and then today, just how different the energy is, because now I'm in my room, got my actual nice mic, sounds good. But I'm in my room, family's right outside the door, don't want them to hear, don't want to have to explain the podcast thing. I'm keeping it a secret for the first 100 episodes. Haven't told one person, one soul. Nobody knows anything about this. I'm sure they have ideas, but I haven't said a word, so. And we've got, like the 10 or 12 people who have listened to the show for at least 60 seconds in the world. I don't know what the statistics are showing now. Also, dude, here's the stupid shit. So I've been using Podbean to host all the episodes and stuff. And it is being so weird, and it's pissing me off. Because, let's go to the episodes. So I've got podcasts scheduled to be uploaded. And I put them at 4 a.m. every day. But they're uploading a day early at 9:49 p.m. And that's frustrating because there's no easy way to just go in there and fix it or change it. I have to, let's click on this. Schedule episode. It literally says right here, August 12th at 4 a.m. to be uploaded. So this is for episode 60. This is 61, so let's go back one. Episode 60 is scheduled to be uploaded January 11th, 4 a.m. I guarantee you it will upload in 3 hours and 18 minutes. I'll be asleep by then. I mean, I have no way to prove that to you either because you're going to be listening to this in 5 years. But why the fuck is it doing that, dude? So I don't like that. It makes me want to jump ship completely because get your shit together, software. God damn it. So that's frustrating to think that I invested all this time and put all my everything into one software and I think I have to transfer that out and do something different. Don't like that at all, but anyway, yeah, the energies here is different. I'm not in my car able to just completely be loud and obnoxious, whatever. So, yeah, I always talk about it, but I just got to get over that. I made progress with the ice bath, so now I got to start making progress with this, I think. So, I'm also extremely tired. And it's kind of bugging me that I didn't really work on the power list all that much today, if at all. What was my power list? Here's my power list for today. Let's figure it out real quick. So it was work on core values, work on mission, because that's what I did yesterday. It was great. It took a lot of my time working on the mission, or the About Us page, that bullshit people write about their brands, And I just kept it completely real with how I would write it, and a lot of my beliefs about us and what we're about, And the truth is, bro, there ain't us or we. It's just me doing everything. So to say about us, it's not, because there's no us. It's Bryson, and so there's not what we believe and our value. It's me. It's all me, and there's no we here at the moment. Nobody even knows I exist. Nobody even knows this brand exists or will exist. Nobody, And I understand, like, we, as in the brand, the belief, the whole, if you buy into the idea of the brand or what it supports, then you're part of it. So we, get that. But, just, I'm not trying to follow the cookie cutter bullshit of brands and what they say and how they market, whatever. If that means less money, less clicks, less whatever, but I'm my true authentic self, I would consider that a fat win, and I would love to operate business that way. Because as I've talked about in previous episodes, making money is obviously a goal. But right now, if I don't take $1 out of the business for the next 5 years, oh well. As long as I can grow the business, I'm happy with that. So even if I make $0 from this thing, if I just reinvest everything and I don't take a cent out of this whole thing for the next 5 years, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I just want to grow the business and learn and do all that. That's what's interesting. That's what sounds exciting. That's what's fun to me. I want to get in the game, learn the game, play the game, learn how to grow, and just have a good time. And that's what I'm about. So work on core values, work on mission statement, pay this loan off, and they haven't emailed me back. So it's a one where I have to email them, and they'll pay it off for me. They just gotta, but they haven't emailed me, god damn it, back. So that sucks. Probably have to send them another email. So they didn't do that. So technically I did do that. They just only can do so much. Record episode 83 of the podcast. So I'm doing that now. And I put this here. So I have the powerless document, which I'm going to put in public view for everybody to see. So I put this here for people to read. It says documenting this, but I want to work on getting my LLC, but I won't have time to split between that, the mission, the values. So I'll add that to tomorrow already. So before I even finish the powerless for today, I wrote about tomorrow. And so that's the first one for tomorrow. So work on LLC, get it filed if possible, and then take money with me to work, the cash that I got, because I need to deposit that into my bank, in my checking, whatever, and then use that to pay off other things. Forgot I had it, so we're going to do that. So I'm actually going to put a reminder here to do that. So, and then add to episode 100 and episode 1 of the new podcast, and the bq.POV, some ideas and talking points as well as ideas for future episodes. And then just put some of my goals just for all documentation purposes so you guys can see what I'm doing, how I'm trying to figure shit out. So for no other reason than to provide an inside look of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. No other reason, So that was my powerless. And I haven't done anything except record the I guess I've done two things. But just, I don't know, man. I kind of feel bad. I got all my year 95 shit done, though. Let's see. What do we got to get done? So we got to record this show, brush my teeth, lay my clothes out for tomorrow, and write the power list for tomorrow. And that's year 95, day 10. That's crazy. Already 10 days in. So that's that. And then all the power list shit. So I at least want to touch on them. So work on core values, work on mission, and then add to episode 100 and 102. Or in one. So I have that podcast. Let's see. I have the podcast document here where I kind of list all my shit that I have going on. And where the fuck is it? So I'm writing. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. I'm writing talking points that I want to talk about, that I want to hit on for episode 100. Because that's going to... in my head, it's going to encompass everything that I went through, everything that I learned, everything that I gained from it, everything I lost, whatever, you name it, everything that I, just kind of why I did it, how I did it, everything that, so that's what we're doing for episode 100. And then for episode 1 of the Personal Excellence Podcast, which I don't know, Personal Excellence Podcast would be PEP. You can do a pretty sweet logo with PEP, because the P is reversible and the E is symmetrical. So, I'm going to look it up, dude. PEP logo. But you can find some cool shit. Let's see real quick. PEP logo. Yeah, these are pretty sweet, dude. There's a backwards P, 3 lines, and a forward P. Exactly as they suspected. But I like shit like that. I love looking at logos, dude. I think it's so creative. PEP, too basic, though. PPE, Pursuit of Personal Excellence. We'll figure it out, dude. But, yeah, so I've got talking points that I want to talk about for each episode, and I want to add to it because I want episode 1 to encompass everything for the future of what that show will entail, and then I want episode 100 of the bq.POV to entail the last 100 episodes, because I don't know of anybody else. I mean, I haven't looked at all, so I'm sure there's actually multiple people. But I don't know of anybody else who recorded 100 episodes before they even really started putting in effort to make a real podcast. So that's cool. Kind of like taking pride in that. And another thing, I'm going to talk about it really quick, and I'm going to get the fuck to bed, is the fact that I'll get ads and stuff, and it's like how to record your first episode of a podcast, and then after you get to your 10th episode, you can blah, 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 and it's cool because to think that ad is targeted toward people who who might be intimidated or shy or not know a lot about podcasting or don't know what to talk, to think that that's targeting them, and that I used to be that, because I've wanted to do a podcast forever. Even in Arizona, I had the mic, I had the lights, I had the camera, it was all set up, but I just made the excuse and didn't want to do it. I didn't do shit ever. But now, in my situation, in regards to quality and content for the podcast is not as good as it could have been. And yet here I am on episode 83. And so to think that these ads are being targeted toward me, someone that I used to be and who I used to act like, and that's no longer me, that's a really satisfying feeling. Because I don't fit that mold anymore. I've outgrown that mold of, I'm kind of scared. Maybe I don't know. I just won't record today. I'll think of more. Half these episodes are dog. Hold on. I have 83 episodes as of today. 78 of them are dog shit. Are absolute horse shit. Three more of those are good. And then one of those is probably the best I've had. I don't know which episode that would be, but I don't know. So it's cool to think that, I'm growing, I'm developing, and I'm making this happen. So by the time we actually, start doing real shit here, we'll already have 100 episodes under our belt. And nobody else can say that. Episode 1, but we've done it 100 times in the last 100 days. So anyway, not a lot of value or takeaways from this episode. Not a lot to gauge off of, or whatever you want to call it. But that is the show. I'm going to shut up because I am dead tired, and I'm going to go to bed. So, anyway, recap real quick. Got my samples ordered, being kept in the loop. Should be getting that in the next 2 weeks. And had a great talk with my uncle, just talking about life and business and sharing my wins. It's great. Then didn't get a whole lot with the power list done. But I'm going to touch a little bit on each one of those, so there's at least some progress made. And then I think I need to work on just owning my shit and being Bryson, dude, because Bryson is a badass motherfucker, and if he's too embarrassed to admit it, then perhaps the universe thinks he doesn't want it. So there's some hippie shit for you. Just kidding, that's real manifestation and quantum physics shit. So anyway, that's the show. It's episode 83. Talk to you guys later.